support.
The maestro, please!
First record rundown of fall, and it's pretty much starting off like summer ended. This'll be for the week of
September 27th, 2025.
On this damn music back in 1957, West Side Story by Leonard Bernstein and Stephen Sondheim would premiere, adapted from the book by Arthur Lawrence. It would go on to become one of the most historically significant musicals of all time. Well, here's hoping that our first classical album of fall isn't just a Christmas album.
Don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
And that goes for the jazz albums, too.
Singing.
I love rock and roll!
It's a breach.
I wonder where you are. I wanted you to show.
Studio album number 8 from 21 Pilots, and supposedly the last album of their narrative arc that they started 10 years ago with Blurry Face and continuing with Trench, Scaled and Icy, and even Clancy just last year. So I guess if you want the whole story, you have a lot of albums to go back to.
It's bigger than hip-hop, hip-hop.
I mean, I know we're going to be talking about Cardi B's new album next week. I can only hope that we at least get a few more dance and electronic albums before the end of the year.
And now I need some help from the maestro, please!
Having completed his mathematical series, especially with the tour collection that he recently did, we now have the start of the Media Control Symbols series, starting with Play, obviously. He's also planned to do Pause, Fast Forward, Rewind, and Stop, and even a posthumous album he's already planning on releasing, apparently, called Eject. If you haven't heard, there was a lot of controversy with the album artwork, expressing sort of a misogynistic statement, but it was done satirically, at least according to Sabrina Carpenter. But honestly, this album artwork is fairly tame considering other things we've seen before that depict outright nudity.
That's what I want, that's what I want. That's what I want, that's what I want, that's what I want.
So we're what, up to 6 singles at this point? His previous album had 8, so I can only imagine he's going to release more singles from this. So obviously there's an additional song in the movie when the Soulja Boys first pop up, Love Me Right by EXO. It's not actually on the soundtrack, or even the deluxe version as well, but it was initially put in as a temp track. They were going to put in a new song at some point, but it served as a temp track for so long that it felt wrong to change it, so it just kind of stayed in the movie. But again, you'd think they'd at least put that on the deluxe version, given there might be some legal thing going on there.
It's a breach.
I wonder where you are. I wanted you to show.
It's actually quite fitting that this is the end of that narrative they've been doing. Blurry Face was at number 1 back in 2015, but Trench only got to number 2, and Scaled and Icy and Clancy only got to number 3, so it's quite fitting that the last album in said narrative also got to number 1. So fall starting off a little on the slow side. We've had this trend of just kind of 2 things to talk about every week for a few weeks now, but I can only hope that we get another big week at least before the holidays start coming in.
And now I need some help from the maestro, please! Maestro,